Good looks, my boy. Good looks. My mic is muted. So now I gotta run it back again. Peace to the gods and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses, chiefs and chiefesses, and priests of the motherfucking land, man. I hope you're having a great cosmic rising, nigga. Something simple in the building, you feel me? Good THC in the building. Damn, hold on, my bad. I really gotta get that hell. I gotta get that hell rolling. But yeah, not too much. You feel me? There we go. Okay, bet my mic unmuted. Good. But I just been chilling, watching, peeping, you know, feeling, seeing, and you know, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. The last video I made recently was about the veil thinning, because you know the veil is almost that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, the veil it's like not even no veil no more. People seeing so much shit on a day-to-day basis, it don't make sense. And then you got Trump, you know, the situation with Trump and him deporting niggas. Like, people gotta remember too, like Trump was on them Epstein logs. So we gotta understand that like this nigga is about to, so many psyops is about to be pulled just so they don't have to, one, mess with them Diddy tapes. Y'all niggas forget that Trump was around Epstein and Diddy. Diddy is the Epstein for black people, and Epstein is the Diddy for white people. So it's like niggas forget that Trump was around both of them niggas. So I'm pretty sure Trump, he's been touching some little boys and little girls. I'm gonna just keep it above 50 with you. Trump been touching some little boys and little girls. This is why I say, like, I don't know why niggas still vote. Like, I really don't know. Like, the only time voting really matter, and this something I like got from Charleston White, bro. Cause Charleston White, he be talking some facts, but the only time voting really matter is when it's locally in your community. Like, damn, like, what's some niggas that be local? What's some local government, like the mayor? Who else can I think of? You know, Secretary of State. I don't know. The local niggas is where it really matter at. But when it comes to presidential elections, bro, that shit will never matter, bro. Presidential elections is just as rigged as the NBA. Like, I be trying to tell niggas that, like, presidential elections is just as rigged as the NBA, but you still got NPCs out here telling niggas to vote. You still got NPCs out here telling niggas to vote. And I just be like, man, this shit ain't gonna never change, gang. Well, I take that back. It's gonna change, but, like, some people just can't be saved, bro. That's why my new saying is, you can't save everybody, but you can change the world. Remember that. You can't save everybody, gang, but you damn sure can change the world. I know that for a fact. So, it's just like, you got the older generation. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of got a problem with the older generation of black people. Like, I kind of do. Like, they still, like, I don't know, like, and when I say older, like, I'm not even talking about, like, 70s or 80s old. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that be still in the 50s and 60s. Like, the motherfuckers that was born in the 50s and 60s or, you know, early 70s old. Cause it's like, I don't know. I bumped into a black elder. What was that yesterday? I bumped into a black elder yesterday, and he had like a real prissy ass attitude, bro. Like, as if I don't know how to explain it, fool. But it's like, just cause you an elder don't mean you automatically get respect from me. I'm giving it $1.50. I don't give a fuck how old you is, nigga. Nigga, if you don't display elder energy, you don't get respect from me. And to be honest with you, most of my people, or let me say my peers in my age bracket, most of the people in my age bracket, more of an elder than some of these old ass motherfuckers that's about to wither away. For real. The older generation needs to learn to. I don't think they learned this yet. I don't think the older generation has learned, like, yes, y'all do got shit to pass down, which is very important. But I don't think I think y'all forget that like y'all life is not long, bro. You won't be here. Y'all won't be here. Y'all. I'm not saying like they purpose is over with, but your job on trying to help the youth is long gone. Your job to try to help the youth and wake up the youth is long gone. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. Like those that's like 50, 60 and shit like that. Y'all job long gone, gang. I'm gonna be for real. Especially the ones that ain't did shit. Like, you gotta remember, like, I be trying not to sound like an asshole sometimes, but you do got people that's like a waste of space on Earth. They don't do shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, for example, like, in America, we have a very, very extreme problem with obesity. You feel me? We have a very extreme problem with obesity. There's so many motherfuckers in America that is obese, nigga. It don't make no sense. Like the average American nigga weigh at least about damn near more than 190 pounds, nigga. Now it depends on your height too, though. Now if you 6'6" and you weigh 200, that's perfect. If you like 7 foot tall and you weigh like 250 to 300, that's perfect. You're supposed to weigh that much for your height. Your height's supposed to match your weight. If you like my height, if you're 5'10", but you're pushing 180, you're pushing overweight. Like, hold on. I think niggas, and that's the thing. We gotta stop promoting this. We gotta stop promoting this agenda in America where they, oh, you know, you can be fat. Like niggas is like enabling niggas. Like, cause the moment you try to talk about somebody for being fat, they like, oh, you're body shaming. Now some niggas really do be body shaming, which is, you know, is wrong. You feel me? But then you got some niggas that's just trying to tell niggas the truth. Like, look at the nigga Dave Blunts, right? Let me pull up a picture of Dave Blunts. Now, I'm not saying that Dave Blunts, you feel me? How much that nigga weigh? That nigga weigh, ooh wee. Let me pull up this nigga Dave Blunts, right? Hold on, wrong screen. There we go. Can y'all see this shit? Yeah. Dave Blunt's weight has been a topic of discussion with estimates ranging from 500 to 600 pounds. This nigga should be on what they call that shit? My 600 pound life. Look how big this nigga is, fool. I'm sorry, but you're not getting no hoes, bro. Supposedly he had a girlfriend named Solar or some shit like that. Highly doubt that she loved the nigga for him. Like when you're this big, bro, it's unhealthy, man. Like people be promoting this shit like it's like, remember Lizzo? Lizzo was trying to like make all the women fat, like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with being fat or, you know, being big. And then next thing you know, Lizzo starts out of nowhere, she started losing weight. But you over here promoting this shit to women, got women feeling like it's okay to be fat and keep gaining weight and eating all this nasty, this junk ass food. And then when they wake up one day and wonder why they went from 130 to fucking 200 in like a span of 3 months, now we know why. You see what I'm saying? So this is a very major problem in America. A lot of people in America are heavily overweight, gang. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And it's not like, there's nothing wrong with being overweight. If you're the type of person that can recognize like, hey, I'm putting on a little too much weight. It's time to start dropping this shit. Cool. But if you want them motherfuckers that like find comfort in just eating food all day, you need help, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no way, nigga, I'm gonna be honest with you. My comfort will come in smoking a blunt before eating a whole box of pizza by myself. But you got people that's really like that. Like I said, the addictions is, motherfuckers wanna talk about niggas that's on crack, that's on meth and fentanyl all day, but y'all don't want to talk about these people that's on food all day. Y'all don't want to talk about these people that's stuck on social media trying to chase clout all day. That's an addiction. Like, there's so many unhealthy addictions in America. It don't make sense. So let's look at the BMI, right? Pull up a open image tab. This is what you supposed to like. This is how your shit's supposed to match up. Like me, I'm 5'9", right? I'm 5'9", I weigh at 130. I weigh 130. I'm healthy. I'm healthy weight. You feel me? I'm healthy weight for 5'9", nigga. 130. I'm somewhere between 130 to 140, nigga. And I'm healthy weight. But if I was 5'9" and I start pushing like 170, 180, shit, even 160. But if I start pushing up here, nigga, at 5'9", now I'm reaching overweight to borderline obese. If you a woman and you like 5 foot, but you weigh like 160, you're obese. You're obese. Just keeping it a $150. And then you got motherfuckers, like the highest this goes to is 290. That's the highest this shit goes to. You have motherfuckers that are way past 290 in America right now, especially in Texas. There's so many fat motherfuckers in Texas, it don't make sense, nigga. They say everything bigger in Texas, even the people is bigger, nigga. And that's sad, bro. All that barbecue and shit and them, like, this shit gotta cut it, gang. We can't, and we wonder why niggas in Japan and shit, in Tokyo and China and shit, they living up to 100 years old and shit, and the most a nigga can live up to in America is between 50 to 70 years old. I'm not even gonna say 80 or 90. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not even gonna say 80 or 90 or 100. The only motherfuckers that live up to 100 is the ones that took care of themselves. But not many people are taking care of themselves in America how they supposed to. So you got niggas dying at heart attacks at the age of 49, 50 years old because they not taking care of their weight, gang. We gotta stop promoting. Look at Roblox up here in the cut. We gotta stop promoting that shit, fool. Where it's okay to be fat, bro. It's not. It's not. You can die, bro. And a fun fact, most obese people don't die when they're fat. Most obese people, they usually die when they start to try to lose weight. I guarantee. Go watch My 600 Pound Life, nigga. Most of them niggas on My 600 Pound Life, they didn't even really experience bad, like, when they was obese, they wasn't having heart attacks or shit. But the moment them niggas got motivated to lose weight, drop the pounds, go through the bypass surgery, most of them, when they get deep into that shit and they lost at least 300, 400 pounds, then they have a heart attack because their heart can't take it no more at that point. Their heart, even though they doing the workout and making their body healthy, their heart has taken so much damage from being fat the entire time that now when niggas do try to work out and get rid of this shit, it's putting extra strain on their heart, which leads to them dying, bro. So it's like, yeah, we gotta stop promoting that shit. Look at this nigga Dave Blunts. Now Dave Blunts, apparently he's losing weight now. He doing what he doing. Hopefully he keeps doing that, man. Hopefully he keep pushing himself because the nigga seem like Dave Blunt seemed like one of them real cool, like, the nigga seemed innocent in a way. He seemed like a big ass child, but like, I don't want to say he a big ass child because the nigga mature. But it's just like, he just seemed like one of them real cool niggas that you could just sit down, smoke one with, and y'all have a funny ass conversation, bro. He seemed like a real legit nigga. But, you know, like I said, you know, you got some people that be around niggas that enable niggas. Damn, somebody just wrecked. But you got niggas that be around like yes man ass niggas that enable niggas to do what they do. You feel me? So we gotta stop promoting that shit, gang. We gotta stop promoting that shit. So, you know, with that being out the way, I got a couple clips I want to play. Or really one clip. I got one clip I want to play. I gotta see if I gotta make sure I'm logged into my Instagram and shit. I'm finna pull it up in just a second, y'all. I'm gonna pull up in just a second. I gotta look at my Instagram real quick. I have not forgotten about the people with the jab, right? See, y'all niggas forgot about them COVID vaccines. I have not. I haven't forgotten shit, nigga. Like, I still remember when niggas was supposed to raid Area 51. Like, I still remember that shit. Right before 2020 and the COVID hit, before Kobe died, before COVID hit, before Joe Biden became president, before all that shit and vaccines and all, before all that shit came into place, bro, during 2019, I remember niggas was supposed to raid Area 51. There was an awakening happening then. When niggas was talking about raiding, even though they never did it, still, there was a sign of an awakening happening right then and there because niggas is tired of being curious. Niggas want to know what's going on in Area 51. We want to know what's going on in these classified documents that y'all don't want to declassify. You have, the government right now has an operation. I think it's the FBI and the CIA specifically. They have something called Operation, damn, what is it called? I think not Operation Stargate. It's Operation Operation Constellation. Operation Constellation. And Project Constellation or Operation Constellation is a project where the CIA has thousands upon thousands of high definition, not potato quality, not 360p, no 4K, 8K, 1080p HD footage of real UFOs caught on camera. IFOs, UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them. They have thousands of them videos classified, hidden away that they will. I don't know why they hiding it. They should display this shit to the public. We want to see what these craps look like. But it's called Project Constellation, where they got all these videos of these fucking HD videos of these crafts that have been moving around on our planet. Hold on, let me log in, right? I gotta log in from our Instagram. Hold on, yeah, I'm logging into my Instagram. Then they talking about Iran trying to drag us into war. Like I already said that in my previous video on my channel. America's due for a terrorist attack. That's the only reason the Iran shit and the Israel shit, that shit fake, fool. Like they really, it's not fake. They over there bombing each other for real, and they killing each other for real. But the reason why they're doing it is fake. You feel me? They like, oh well, these niggas got this shit going on over there, so we had to strike. No, it's fake. Israel is actually about to reach a downfall. When Iran struck Israel back, Yemen, Gaza, of course Iran themselves, who else? I want to say Iraq. A lot of neighboring countries around Israel was celebrating when Israel got bombed. When Iran responded and attacked their ass back, a lot of neighboring countries was celebrating that shit. Peak game. Israel downfall is here. The downfall of the beast is here. You gotta remember, the Jews run the world. The average Jew that's a citizen in Israel, they don't know what's going on. But the ones that's in power, they're the ones that's been running shit around this world, and they end is finally here, and them niggas is scared. So now they finna like, okay, we need to hurry up and stage a terrorist attack in America, so that way everybody in America can think. They gonna think, oh, we got terrorized by niggas in Iran. They trying to get us in that war energy. They trying to make us believe some shit that ain't really going on for real. It's just some dumb shit that they concocting that's just killing innocent people. So, like I said, they gonna try to conduct some shit here in America. Get ready, gang. I don't know what, and it's gonna be a big terrorist event. That I just feel it in my soul. It's gonna be something major that America never seen before. When have you seen America get hit with airstrikes? I'ma just say that. When have you seen America get bombed with multiple missiles? You've never seen that before, have you? We're due for something like that, gang. So don't be surprised you wake up one day and somewhere on the East Coast or the West Coast or shit here in the South, on the South Coast, nigga, because Austin, nigga, is a major spot to get hit for a terrorist attack. But don't be surprised we wake up one day and missiles is falling out the fucking sky, hitting the shit out of America, and it's all over the news. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're due for some shit like that. And that's to get us in that energy of, oh, fuck Iran. Yeah, let's go to war with Iran. And now they out there fucking up, putting Iran under the dirt. Like, because I'm not going to lie to you. If Iran attacks America, whatever it happens, you feel me? All I know is America is ready to put Iran under the dirt, bro. And I don't think it's going to go how they think it's going to, how they want it to go. Because you got to remember, certain niggas is friends of friends. You feel me? That's all I'm going to say. Certain countries is friends with each other that's ready to get it popping to start this World War III off. You feel me? So, let me go to my profile. I'm getting calls from telemarketers and shit. Fuck off my phone, nigga. I want to play this video for y'all, man. Hold on. I got it right here. I want to play this video for y'all. Just listen. I can't hear shit because my headphones ain't even on, bro. Hold on. There we go.
The planet is on a cycle. I hear a rumor that the cycle is ending. I'm not sure if I believe these rumors of the cycle ending, but I do know we are reaching the apex of the cycle where the solar flares increase. The sun reaches solar maximum, causing solar flares to wipe out artificial intelligence on the planet due to its Luciferian aspect.
And this is why I keep saying, I don't think we're gonna see AI reach its peak, but we're not gonna have it long how we think we are. Like, they're not gonna be able to implant chips in everybody like how they think they is, gang. The sun is cranking, nigga. The sun, can y'all see this shit? Make sure y'all can see this shit. Okay, yeah, I can. The sun is cranking, nigga. Like, it's hot. Like, niggas is putting on snow gear. Niggas is, like, even some of the Mexicans now that work on roofs be needing tarp. They need the whole tarps over them while they work on the roof because it's that hot. You got at my job, nigga. They be telling us, oh, you know, when y'all go outside and push those carts, only be outside for 20 minutes because they know that the UV is at an 11, nigga. The UV every day here in Texas is at an 11 or greater. I dare say 15 or 16. They just downplaying the numbers. But every day, because they follow the chart of sunburn, they know they have to follow. They keep up with this shit. They study this shit, right? Let me try to finish something, right? Man, I keep getting fucking weed in my mouth. Damn. So they have to follow the UV chart, right? Look at this shit. Burn time, low, 1 to 2, 60 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 45 minutes, 6, 7, 8, 30 minutes, 9, 10 or greater, 15 to 25 minutes. This is extreme. Extreme. It's the best one right here. Yes, sir. You can only be outside for so long, bro. So this is why when I be at work, I see why they say, hey, only be outside for 20 minutes. But guess what? Boy, I be outside for an hour, 2 hours. Because I like doing shit. I like jobs where I can listen to my music and just do my own thing. So, like, once you give me the ability to do that, nigga, a lot of work gonna get done in the span of an hour or two, nigga. So, me, I just be like, and the sun be feeling good. Because when I go in I'm gonna be for real, y'all. I don't like cold, bro. I don't like the cold, gang. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, even in the crib, nigga, like, the air is set to 75, but the air is always blowing, so it really be feeling like 60 in this bitch. So I be like, hell no, I don't like that shit, fool. I like it when it's warm, or I don't care if it's hot, nigga. Because when I go outside, the sun, you know what the sun feel like when I step outside? It feels like a hot shower. I swear to God, nigga. Every time I step out in that sun, every summer, this is why I love summer, nigga. I was born at the peak of summer, bro. Every time I step outside, nigga, that sun feel like a hot shower. It feels so damn good. Then I be sweating, and sweating is a form of detoxing. Remember, UVC is a detoxifying wavelength. What is one of the forms of detoxification? You sweat. So when you in the sun, you start sweating. The sun is literally detoxing and pulling them toxins and heavy metals out of your body through your pores and your skin, nigga. And you basically, every day when you step outside, you're stepping into a UV ray sauna. You're stepping into a ultraviolet sauna. They have infrared saunas. But since it's summer, like, I don't even gotta go to the sauna. All I gotta do is just sit in the sun. Nigga, that is my sauna. I could take a UV ray sauna. Cause you know you got the old saunas with the hot rocks and shit, and that was kind of inefficient. So now they have a new saunas out here called infrared saunas. If they could, they would make ultraviolet saunas, but they would just get skin cancer. And we know who they are. But when we talk about infrared saunas, that's still very much a powerful way to detox. But even more powerful for me is the UV, which would be the sun. So I be outside longer than 20 minutes. Even when I'm not, I hoop in the sun, nigga. I go hoop in that shit. And I be A-okay. As long as I stay hydrated. This is why I tell y'all, stay hydrated. You ain't gotta eat shit, nigga. I recommend you don't eat shit until the sun goes down, to be honest with you. I recommend you don't eat shit until the sun goes down, nigga. Because, you know, I mean, unless you eat some fruits or something. Now, if you out here, you know, because I know everybody eat how they eat. You know, niggas is big back. So, like, if you out here big back and they got kind of like big back when sunset starts to come around. Like, go the whole day without big backing and snacking through the day and shit. No, go big back when the sun, kind of when the sunset. You feel me? Because the secret to losing weight is fasting. That's what they don't tell you. The secret to losing weight is fasting. Learning how to control your urge to eat. And when you don't eat, your body starts to eat its own fat. This is why I stay so damn skinny all the time, because nigga, I just eat once. I eat once a day. Like, I keep my meals to 1 meal per day. And, you know, don't get me wrong now, sometimes I might do snack. You feel me? I'm gonna be for real with you, nigga. I got some dill pickle hot Cheetos right here right now, but I'm not eating them bitches right now, nigga. I'm eating them bitches later on tonight. But if I do try to snack on something, I try to snack on some fruits though too. You feel me? You got to, if you gonna snack, pick a root. Sometimes you can snack unhealthy, but if you wanna, you know, if you on your journey, try to snack healthy. You feel me? With some cherries. Cherries is a good snack. Peaches. Peaches is fire than the motherfucker. I go cap. Get you some peaches or some watermelons. If you're a person that don't like just straight up watermelon, put some tahini on that motherfucker. Put some tahini on that bitch. And then put some, or cucumbers, put some tahini on them cucumbers with a little bit of salt. You gonna be Gucci, nigga. You gonna be Gucci. So, like I said, you know, at my job, they be telling us to stay out, don't stay out no longer than 20 minutes. I still have to follow what they say because they get scared. They get scared when I be out there longer than 20 minutes to like an hour or two. They be like, damn, you been out there too long. Are you good? You need some water? Are you okay? I be like, yes. So they like, you know, there's like, you know, just try to, you know, come in at 20 minutes, you know, to rotate, and to, you know, it's just for our safety. You feel me? It's like, yeah, we know you can endure the sun, nigga, but still for our safety and just to, you know, for employee, you know, what they call it, you know, to keeping their employees good, you know, to let them know the employees, they care about their employees or whatever. It's like, still, we want you in at 20 minutes. So I'm like, cool, whatever. I'll just come in after I do whatever lane y'all put me on. I finish it. I come in, because 20 minutes ain't enough time for me. You feel me? That ain't enough time for me at the lane that I'm at, nigga. Like, for the simple fact, nigga, it be so many of them damn carts. Now, it's not hard to push them bitches or move. It just be so many of them, like, because, you know, we got the grocery store that I'm working at, a lot of people come to that one. You feel me? Specifically. So, yeah, you know, the sun is cranking up much different out here, man. And, like I said, it's coming to a point where you can't even, niggas can't stay outside long. It's hurting niggas, you feel me? And, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't wear sunscreen, bro. They telling you to use SPF 30 sunscreen. Don't use that shit, nigga. That's like taking chicken, raw chicken, rubbing it in some cooking oil, and then putting that bitch in a fresh hot pot or a fresh hot pan, nigga, the skillet. You feel me? That's all you doing. Do not put on that sunscreen, bro. Do not put on that sunscreen. I recommend you use coconut oil and aloe vera. Use some aloe vera with some coconut oil and it's another oil I'm thinking of, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I recommend aloe vera and coconut oil to my white folks out there. Stop using that sunscreen. Get you some aloe vera and some coconut oil and put that on your skin instead of that sunscreen, bro. Because that shit it's harming you more than it is helping you. But when you put that coconut oil and that aloe vera, nigga, you Gucci, nigga. Your skin gonna stay hydrated. Cause you know when the sun hitting your shit is drying your skin out too. So when you go out, that's really where that sunburn really kick in at, is when your skin gets dried out. When it starts to get dried out like that, it's easier to burn and cook, nigga, from the inside out. So, cause you gotta remember, the sun is like a microwave. And what does a microwave do? It just heats up the water molecules inside the fucking whatever it is that you cooking, nigga. So what's happening is all your water molecules getting heated up and dried the fuck out, nigga. And y'all, you know, which leads to severe cases of sunburn for y'all. And you start to become inflamed too. So yeah, you know, and that aloe vera was gonna keep your skin hydrated, and that coconut oils was gonna help regulate, you feel me, regulate that heat, them rays that's hitting your skin. You feel me? Them rays that's hitting your skin to keep your shit from burning, bro. Now, I'm not a certified fucking doctor or anything or none of that. I'm just telling you from somebody that I know. You feel me? Somebody that I know that's, you feel me, that could get sunburned. You feel me? And I told him, use some coconut oil. Use some coconut oil, some aloe vera. Started using that shit worked. I said, okay, we getting somewhere. Now I can go tell, you know, this something I can get to the white folks. You feel me? That's not racist and they cool. Like, hey, nigga, go get you something that you be good. and eat you some fruits. So yeah, the sun cracking up. We're not gonna have AI long. How niggas think we're gonna have AI? For the simple fact is we're due for a Carrington event. I believe we're gonna get hit with a solar flare so bad, nigga. Internet is not gonna exist no more. We're gonna wake up. Y'all not gonna see me on this bitch no more. I'm telling y'all, get ready. A lot of niggas you're not gonna see. Once the internet goes out, nigga, what immediately is gonna happen is everybody's gonna be back outside. I'm telling you, niggas gonna get bored of sitting in the house, nothing to do. Niggas gonna get outside. Some niggas gonna start. It's gonna almost damn near be like how niggas. You know how niggas go to prison and they get real creative as fuck. They start creating some of the most insane inventions in prison. That's what's gonna happen with us, nigga. When the sun wipe us out, nigga, we gonna get tired of sitting in these damn houses, apartments, and shit, and we gonna start inventing some crazy shit, and you know, coming back outside again and interacting with each other, you know, bringing us back together. But you gotta remember, it's still gonna be some crazy shit too. We can't forget about the people that's vaccinated too.
The artificial intelligence is used to not only create a grid to monitor us, track us, police us, but this grid is also used by the 5G towers to break the veil between the spirit world and this material world, to let in demonics that have been taking refuge, trapped inside an artificial time matrix, which is your phone, which is your computer, which is the cloud. These demonics try to come back and reclaim this land. Your government, who is working with them, who has made deals with them, whoever since the beginning of time has been making sacrifices of little children, are the same people who has made a treaty with these demons. At the apex of this shift, where the solar flares increase, wiping out the grid, that's when the elites go underground. That's when the deep state shadow government goes underground. Because remember, this planet is on a cycle. This has happened before. While they go underground, they have our clones.
Ooh, look at all that shit. Look at all them clones. And that's in the music video. But yeah, remember them deep underground tunnels? I speak on that shit all the time, bro. Where's all these kids going, bro? All these organs coming up missing out of hospitals and shit. Where's all these missing women coming up? Like, where are these people going, bro? Where are these people going? Like, you can only imagine, gang. This ain't no cryptid shit. This ain't no skinwalkers or wendigos catching niggas in the woods and shit. No, this is your government snatching niggas up. Straight up out the cities, nigga. Straight up out the cities and in the woods too, nigga. Yeah, I gotta be careful out here. To my people, be careful. We are at war. To anybody that's young too, we are at war, my nigga. They will love some fresh set of organs. Niggas that's still in their 30s, they early 30s, 20s, and then we already know they definitely want the children and the teens. We already know they definitely want them. But even to the niggas that's still in their 30s and 20s, they still after you too, nigga. You still got some healthy set of organs, nigga. Pineal glands. And not to mention neuromelanin, nigga. That shit go for $500 a gram. That's more than gold, nigga. Gold go for what? 100? I think 100 a gram or some shit like that. So you gotta remember, like, we at war. We are at spiritual war, but we are also in biochemical war. We are in biochemical war. This is why the earth is being engineered. Have you not noticed? Do you know? I don't think people know the true reason why they chemtrail the air, why they poison the food, why they manipulate the airwaves with the 5G towers and shit. I don't think people understand why they really. Yeah, we talk about it, but do you know what that are signs of, bro? Like, I'm gonna tell you something, because I'm a nigga that be playing games like Halo and shit, and watching alien movies and shit. Like, that is the very first signs of what you will call terraforming. Now let me show you. Let me. Listen to this. Terraforming is the I said hype. I'm already fucking up. Terraforming is the hypothetical process of deliberately transforming a planet's environment to be more not Earth-like. It could any whatever species came from whatever, and whatever they planet is like, they want it like ours. Like let's say niggas can breathe in the air on Mars, because we can't breathe the air on Mars. It's not oxygenated or whatever they say. But let's say there is a species that live on Mars that can breathe that type of air and came to our planet and wanted to take it over. They would literally have to make our air like theirs, which would kill us off and help them live. You feel me? So it's basically just transforming the planet's environment to whatever species needs to live there, making it habitable for not just humans, but in other terrestrial life, nigga. And let's say extraterrestrial. But this involves manipulating the atmosphere, temperature, surface, and ecology of a planet to support human life, including the presence of liquid water and breathable atmosphere. So yeah, and now you got something called climate change, and they say it's because of humans, but y'all don't know that's terraforming. There's something here that's trying to change our planet into a very harsh planet that is not suitable for humans, bro. And like, look at the seas. The seas is polluted as fuck with plastic and shit. It's killing off the life. There's so many endangered species in the world right now. It don't make sense for the simple fact niggas is constantly deforesting the fucking earth. So we wonder why the earth, is fighting back and shit like that, because the earth is basically sick, nigga, from all the damage that's been done to it, from the parasitical invaders that's on this planet. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's why you see all this shit, this biochemical shit, and they trying to hit us with these vaccines. That's terraforming, bro. That's all they're doing. They're terraforming the planet. You feel me?
They have our DNA, clone bodies, transfer our consciousness into it through a reincarnation cycle, just for us to come back here. Clone bodies, but clone bodies in an artificial time matrix. They're gonna hit a Uno reverse. It is possible that they will hit an Uno reverse on our ass. They will break free from the artificial time matrix, the AI, and then they will put us into it, our souls into it, and then use us just like how we used them. Best thing you guys can do is truly awaken to who you are. Truly awaken to the powers that lie dormant within you. You have other versions of you in this multiverse. Tap in with those beings. Stop tapping in with these false gods out here and tap in with yourself. This shit is gonna hit the fan soon, and you need to have your abilities awakened. You need to be able to defend your wife and kids. You need to be able to defend the people that you love. You guys need to lock into who you are. You have so much potential inside of you, and you give it up to everybody outside. You vote for presidents. You go into these religious traps. You're giving all your power away. It's time to awaken and call that power back to you, because all these religions, all these beings, all these false gods are these demons I am talking about.
And I want to add on to that, bro. When he say demons, it's many different names for these things. Demons, jinn or the jinn, asuras, onis. There's so many different names. Every different culture speaks on a demon. If you notice, all the cultures, all different religions speak on the same things of a god, a devil. Them just the story of, I told niggas, this is just the story of Enki, and Zachariah Sitchin has already decoded this. This is why they killed his ass, bro. The story of Enki and Enlil with the Sumerian gods and the so-called Anunnaki. But Anunnaki means those sent to sky. So we don't know what exactly species these niggas is, because any other species can come from the sky and be considered an Anunnaki. The Greys can be considered an Anunnaki. The Pleiadians, all these different species that you hear of, these niggas can be considered Anunnaki. Even the reptilians can be considered Anunnaki. So the Sumerian gods, we don't know exactly who the fuck they is. Now I'm gonna be $150 with you. Them niggas kind of look like they will be some. I don't think they will be some. Put it like this. I think like the Anunnaki, or not the Anunnaki, the Sumerian gods was like the just basically regular humans. You feel me? Or not regular humans, but like they look, because they say we're made in God's image. You gotta remember. So if we look like this, the physical, because you gotta remember we were made in God's image, so that would include spiritually and physically. So that means, and y'all already know how I work. Everything in the physical is the physical is the last thing where shit manifests at. The physical is the last place where shit manifests at. So in the spiritual, this shit was already, You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like that means we look like whatever the niggas that created us, basically, nigga. We look like them niggas. You feel me? And there was a beef between Inky and Enlil. You feel me? And Anu too, they father, nigga, because Inky was like, I'm finna make the species like me, nigga. Now Inky, when he made us and did that shit, he basically gave us the ability to surpass them, to reach their level and as well surpass them. And Enlil and Anu didn't like that, but then Anu still was like, he overstood his son. You feel me? Like, damn, you know, the nigga really took his creation as if it's like its own child. So this is why we call the child the Most High. So this is when, you know, you hear the story. This is told in the Quran too, because the Quran really tell you what really be going on. And Iblis, Lucifer, Satan, whatever you want to call a nigga, this is Enlil. This is the nigga that didn't want to bow down to humans, because, you know, Anu was telling everybody else like, hey, we got a new set of family members. Bow down to these niggas to show respect, because that's how they show respect. So, you know, Enlil didn't want to bow down, and Anu was like, hold on, nigga, what's the problem? He was like, I'm not finna bow down to these niggas that's lesser than us. And, you know, Anu seeing far ahead than this nigga can, because he's his father. He like, this little nigga don't know that these niggas is gonna surpass us. Whether we try to stop them or not, it's basically just delaying the inevitable, basically. So this nigga Anu, he like, all right, what's the issue? Enlil, and this is where they, you know, they told this in the Quran too. He was like, look, and in the Bible as well. He was like, I can deceive these niggas, bro. He's like, I'm not finna weak. He's like, I can deceive these niggas and make them follow and do the same bullshit that I do and conduct on this planet. So that's when him and so-called God or Anu made a bet, or basically like a deal. Like, he's like, all right, if you can do that, you know, I'll have to basically reset humanity, or reset these niggas, or reset y'all creation that y'all made and make y'all start over. He was like, but if you fail at doing this nigga will forever be bounded to hell, or just basically in the physical realm. He will never be able to go back to the heavens. He's just going to be bounded in the physical realm. And, you know, so basically for every time he gonna live the life that we live, basically. For every time he die, he's just gonna reincarnate in the physical realm. He's never gonna be able to go back to heaven. But in the meantime, this nigga has the ability to go to heaven and hell, which would be the space, cosmos, whatever, and then the earth, and then the oceans. You feel me? So he can do whatever for right now. And this is allowing, you know, that's all it is. It's a war. It's been war since the jump, nigga. It's war in the family, war and all that shit, nigga. And our goal is just to basically supersede these niggas and show these niggas that, hey, humans is not to be fucked with. This is why we gotta tap into that organic power that's within our souls, bro. We don't have to merge with AI to become superhuman beings. We are already basically, in a way, AI. If you really think about it. I told niggas, you have enough electricity in your body to power up a light bulb. Your brain is like a supercomputer. The brain made the computer. Niggas think the computer is powerful. Our brains made this shit, nigga. So imagine what else we can manifest with just our thoughts alone, nigga. That means telekinesis is real. Whatever you think about can happen, nigga. That's Doctor Strange level abilities. Like, I don't think niggas overstand this. If you train hard enough, nigga, if you out here punching wood 3 times a day, nigga, after 3 months, your fists are gonna be hard as steel, nigga. Your fist is gonna be hard as steel. I'm just gonna say that. So, like, anything you put your mind to, nigga, if you want to create a cure for all diseases in one cure, nigga, you can do that shit. There's nothing that your mind can be limited by. So this is what you hear niggas about. You see stories and movies about superpowers and because they have to give you universal truth. They have to give you the truth and the lie, and they have to push it out to you because it's universal law anyways. So they like telling you like, yeah, nigga, there's superheroes. They out here in the cosmos and all that shit, nigga. But we just gonna tell y'all it's a movie and it's fake, so we can make money off y'all and keep taking y'all energy from y'all. Most importantly. We have to tap into that organic power that's already within us, nigga. your chi, your prana, your spirit, you know, your soul, your magnetism. You feel me? Your life force. You already got the power, nigga. That's why I be telling niggas like, you ain't even gotta. You can get out here and move. We all can be leaders, bro. We ain't gotta follow nobody. We can all follow ourselves, which will all make us leaders as one on like a singular hive mind, bro. You know, it's a small collective out here that's gonna change the world, bro. You know, everybody else in the world don't think how we think. Y'all gotta remember this shit. Even a lot of niggas in the conscious community is still. How can I explain it? Like, yeah, they tapping into you know shit, but they ain't tapped into the depths of this shit. Some of them still can't even recognize that this shit ain't all about beauty and happy and gold and glitter. Sometimes this shit you gotta get into the darkness of this shit too, gang. Niggas don't understand how dark it get. When you sometimes it gets so dark you wish you never woke up. It be times you wish you never woke up. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you, but you can't. You can't go back. Once you in this energy and in this frequency, in this mind frame, it keeps going up from there, bro. You're gonna keep finding out more. And that's the beauty in that shit. You never stop finding out shit, whether it's good or bad, bro. That's what happens when you bite from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. You feel me? You start finding out a lot of shit. Yea have eaten the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Ye are like gods now. That's what they say in the Bible. I forgot what verse. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that up for y'all real quick. Yep. I wonder what. I think it's another one. I'm gonna pull up Psalms. Here it is, Psalms. But it's another one too where they say when they ate from the tree, basically they became like God. So let me see if y'all. Oh, y'all can't see, my bad. It says right here, Psalms 82:6, King James Version, American Standard, all these different versions. I have said, yea, are gods, and all of you are children. All of you are children of the Most High. The Most High in what? The Most High intelligence. The Most High form of love. The Most High. Well, let me not even say love, but value. The Most High form of you know wisdom. You dig? And it says, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So basically, yeah, we are children of God, but we can still die like men, physical beings. You gotta remember, you still have a physical. It's letting you know you still have a physical body that you can lose, my nigga. But you gotta be ready to stand for this shit. You feel me? You gotta be ready to. This war come with casualties. Remember, yeah, you are children of the Most High, but nigga, you can still die like a man. Remember that. So you know, but you gotta remember, we don't really die. We just transcend this body once it's you know reached its full purpose, or you know it's damaged beyond repair. So that's how we gotta look at that. Oh shit, my bad. I don't click the wrong shit. So damn, where my video at? So yeah, you gotta understand when they said that, yeah, you're like gods now. Basically, we are in the game of the gods. There are other gods out there. This is why in the Bible, you know, God also, this same entity also says, don't worship no other gods because I am a jealous God. I don't care what nobody say, jealousy is a sin. Jealousy and envy, they say it's kind of, jealousy and envy is a little different from each other, but I think it's the same thing. Jealousy and envy is the same thing. When niggas get real jealous, they'll kill, like, especially a jealous ex, you know, a jealous ex will be ready to kill they ex new partner because they moved on and they haven't. You see what I'm saying? Like, that jealousy is a very big, niggas will kill their own brother because they came up and they got all this success, and nigga, you know, the niggas, one of the niggas around them is extremely jealous. So, you know, what you think God would do, nigga? If you find another guy with more power than this one, and that's more wise, intelligent, and more loving than this one, nigga, I'm just saying, next thing you know, now this nigga gonna be so jealous, it's like, you feel me? It's like that jealous ex. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. So niggas gotta understand that, hey, you know, we gotta really look into all the shit that's been taking place and that's been, you know, decoded, translated and transliterated as well, in order for us to understand what's been happening since the beginning of time. Like, humans have been around for 200,000 years, but we didn't start recording history until 5,500 years ago. So what happened to the other 190,000 years or 195,000 years that ain't been recorded? You feel me? What other civilizations that have been here that ain't been recorded? You see what I'm saying? So we gotta really think on that kind of shit.
72 demons. You guys need to lock in.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Now I got this other video. I just want y'all to listen to this shit right here.
This is so scary, guys. They're doing it, guys. They had to create the 5G towers and the blue lights, which happened while you were home to save lives and take something. So they told.
Now these blue lights or these purple lights, whatever these motherfuckers is, right? I have seen these. I have seen some of these in Memphis, and I have seen some of these in AZ. I haven't seen them in Texas just yet, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna start putting these up in Texas too, bro.
The scientists that they needed to have the 5G towers with the blue lights and the you know what from 2020. I'm not gonna say what, but Fauci recommended it a lot, Dr. Fauci. All those three things combined, once you took that, their DNA is altered. So when they release a signal of 18 gigahertz, jump from the quantum computers through the 5G towers, through the blue lights into possessing.
You heard what he said? That jump through the quantum computers. This is why they need AI. I'm telling you, this is Project Lucid is really becoming a reality. Read the book Project Lucid by Texie Mars, nigga. Texe Mars, Marrs. Hold on, let me see if I can. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the book for y'all. Project Lucid. Here we go. By Texie Mars. Go read this bitch, boy. Read. Ooh. Ooh. You don't even gotta buy this bitch. You can find a PDF on Internet Archive. Go to internetarchive.com and you can find this bitch. Oh God, you don't even gotta pay for this shit. Read this shit, boy. Everything that this nigga said in here, this book was written. He made this book in 1999. This was around the same time. It came out around the same time. No, my bad. 1996. This was 3 years before The Matrix came out. This book came out 3 years before The Matrix came out, nigga, which was in 1999. So, you know, that book right there is predicting a lot of the shit that we're seeing now, fool. Because niggas already seen the signs back then and was trying to warn a lot of niggas. Niggas been giving out the warnings for years and years on end, bro.
The bodies of those who took the you know what, turning them into complete zombies. They're gonna search for death and not find it. When the time is right, they're gonna release a signal of 18 gigahertz pulsating for 1 minute 3 different times, cracking open the nanoparticle gels.
Now, if you watch the movie Leave the World Behind, y'all remember they was playing that loud ass frequency that was hurting everybody's ears and shit. That's what he talking about.
That holds a pathogen that deletes gene 1p36.
Now, gene 1p36, I heard Khalid talk about this, right? I heard about this. 1p36 deletion syndrome is a genetic disorder caused by a deletion of genetic material from the short arm, P arm of chromosome 1, specifically at the 1p36 region. This deletion leads to a variety of developmental and physical abnormalities, including intellectual disability, seizures, and distinctive facial features. So, This is going to happen a lot now. This is what's going to happen with that vaccine. But the sun can also do this as well, because ultraviolet light can cut. It can cut whatchamacallit. It can cut DNA. It can splice DNA, and it can delete DNA as well. So the sun is going to be doing the same thing as well, even for those who ain't vaccinated. You feel me? So that's why, we gotta be very, very aware on what's coming forth as the sun cranks up, and as these niggas is cranking up the race against the sun. You feel me? And also they trying to race against our consciousness. Our consciousness is every time the sun peaks in energy, our consciousness peaks in energy. So the sun is rapidly evolving as our consciousness is rapidly evolving as well. So they're trying to race both of these things at once. And this is why they rushing out so much shit they like, fuck it, nigga. We finna start introducing teleporters in a minute. We finna start introducing invisible suits. They finna start introducing all kind of shit, nigga. Get ready. In the span of just 1 year, by 20, I told y'all, when 2030 comes, life will no longer be the same on this planet, bro. Cause so much shit they gonna introduce that's gonna, like, you feel me? And even they gonna introduce these beings and shit. They're gonna cause certain catastrophic events to make people rely on this one world savior, like, and then that's when they introduce these entities, like, as this Christ-like being that's gonna save the world. But when it's gonna get crazy from there, bro.
That gene is responsible for critical thinking.
Particles, the hydrogel, there exists pathogens inside of the particles that have not yet opened. Those pathogens are chimeric. They include E. coli, Marburg, Ebola, Staphylococcus, and brewer's yeast, amongst others. We know that upon the broadcast from the 5G system that is now employed across the United States and the world for that matter, when they broadcast an 18 gigahertz signal for 1 minute, 3 different times as a pulse, it will cause those lipid nanoparticles to swell and release these pathogenic contents, thereby causing a Marburg epidemic that they've already spent the money on. It's already done, right? The Marburg epidemic, for purposes of the law, has happened, and now we just need the actual disaster to happen. And there's actually worse parts to it than that, including the 1p36 gene deletion.
Yes. Now I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. They already doing this right now, bro. They already doing this right now. Let me see if I can find a clip on it, right? I was watching Dre OG the other day, and there was a nigga that on TikTok that recorded the weather radar, bro, and it was showing like these weird waves forming in the storm or some shit. Like there was frequencies being, basically pushed out and casted out. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, bro. I don't know which video it was. Man, I don't know which video it was. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick.
Bro, I don't know.
We whenever you
No, I don't think it was this one. Wait. Yeah, here it is right here.
Of filming my
So like this shit, whatever this shit is right here that niggas is catching on these radars, right? This is the shit I'm talking about. They're already letting off these gigahertz already. You feel me? Slowly and steadily, nigga. So look at this shit.
daily radar show, but I wanted to come on here and show you something that I saw in Florida that I've never seen before. You know how you guys are in a severe drought with high risk fire danger, which is not normal for Florida, especially during the springtime. It makes sense because you guys are essentially in a microwave oven for the last several months. I mean, look at this. It was even worse.
Look at that. That's from them towers, nigga. In the Doppler radars. They got radars on the ground, these satellites. And every time they shoot these microwaves in the air, sometimes they bounce back down onto the land, bro. And all this doing, but now they're just turning on these radars at very high frequencies and powers, where there's like multitudes of microwave energy, being dispersed amongst the land that's just basically cooking niggas. You feel me?
Every night for the last couple of weeks. But I did see something very unique that I want to show you. Every single glow you're seeing here is a tower, and there's one here, there's one.
You see the little car she just held
Single
up?
glow you're seeing here is a tower.
A tower, a next, that's what it's called, the next radar. Or next rad radar. These are weather radars that they got that emit to microwaves, bro, and they bouncing back down. Like, see right here, you see a regular storm. This is a regular storm with the yellow and shit. But this little faded shit right here and these little high frequency pockets, nigga, those are the radars that's letting off that energy, nigga. And they already basically letting off these frequencies that's breaking away these lipid nanoparticles that basically the spike protein that they was talking about that's being let off in these people. Now, is niggas gonna turn zombies? Potentially. You feel me? But I think what it really is gonna happen is a lot of niggas is gonna collapse from heart attacks. And they body's not gonna be able to take that shit, whatever that shit is that they got in their bodies, and niggas is just gonna collapse. We already been seeing, remember the nigga that collapsed on the field and died during the NFL game at a young age? Another young boy that was playing a high school basketball game collapsed and had a heart attack. Bronny James had collapsed and had a heart attack at a very young age because they got them things, nigga. They went and got them things. And some of the, some of the lipo nanoparticles are already breaking regardless because of the sun, nigga. The sun, it emits higher hertz in frequencies than any of these towers down here, though. But, they just making it, they just basically like speeding up the fucking process with this shit right here.
And there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. They're all over the place. But this one does something very unique. Check this out. You see this? Look at that. That is a very, very defined spiral. And I've seen this before. I've seen
that motherfucker sucking in energy. Look at that shit.
This before fires have broken out. We saw this in the Carolinas. It was even more defined in the Carolinas. My gosh, that was crazy, but this is pretty impressive. People will say, oh, it's just a glitch, or oh, it's just reflections off of migrating birds or insects. I'm sorry, but I've been doing this show every single day, and my viewers and I know that when we see this, weird things happen afterwards. Very strange things happen. And look at what this tower does. Look what happens to the energy that it's emitting after that spiral is seen. It starts to do that electric shock. See that?
I see what she's talking
It's
about.
like electricity shooting out of it. I see that every time. Super weird, guys. And then to top it all off, you guys have 1 million trails overhead. I mean, look at all these lines. Anyway, just wanted to show you what's going on. Join me on ArianaMasters.com for more. We do this every day. We cover the whole world. All right, bye.
Man, it's getting real out here, gang. Let me, and I gotta pull up my nigga real quick. I gotta pull up my man's real quick. That nigga, let me see. Hold on. There we go. Bro, they won't let me skip the ad. What the hell? You gonna fuck off?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Welcome back to another video of the mysterious and unknown sky news from all around the world. You're probably wondering why I have this on the screen right now. There's a story that I want to share with you guys, a true story that happened to me back in 2007 that involves this right here. And I'm going to share that with you guys here in just a moment. But first, I've got some news out of Antarctica. Scientists detect a mysterious radio wave coming from beneath the ice down here deep in Antarctica.
Here we go. Here we go with this Antarctica shit again. These niggas, radio waves? What's that? But I'm gonna be real with you. That's them bases that they got under there. The Rothschild has an island at the tip of Antarctica over here to the left on this little... Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up for y'all. Y'all can't see. I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see? Let me see. Yeah, y'all can see. So yeah, up here at the tip to the left, the Rothschild has an island up here. They have their own island up here, which 9 times out of 10 they got a base, and that's just nothing but these bases that's under Antarctica, bro, and the UFOs they got under there, bro.
Antarctica. They don't know where this radio wave is coming from. Could it be associated with the hollow earth theory? Some people theorize that there's a large entrance to the inside of the world down in Antarctica. Let me go back to the story over here from the New York Post, dated June 15th of 2025. Goes on to say a group of researchers in Antarctica have found strange radio waves coming from below the ice. According to the results published in the Physical Review Letters, the mysterious radio waves were discovered by the Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna. They call it ANITA. During this experiment, the researchers analyzed the signals traveling to Earth using a variety of instruments. Using balloons to send the instruments high up into the atmosphere, the goal was to gain a new understanding of cosmic events throughout the universe.
You see the type of experiments they be conducting out there, bro? Like, you gotta really pay attention to the shit they constantly doing out there. Like, niggas be like, oh, Antarctica ain't nothing but a bunch of ice. What could they be doing out there? You will be surprised, nigga. Let's not forget the shit Hitler was doing out there when he was still alive.
According to the release, the reason Antarctica was the site of these experiments was due to the little or no interference from other radio waves. Makes sense, right? However, the researchers found radio waves transmitting from under the ice instead. Make that make sense. What could possibly be emitting radio signals from deep under the very thick ice of Antarctica? Super mysterious indeed. You can find the article linked down below in the description box. Once again, scientists have no explanation for what's going on down in Antarctica. I want to take you guys now to Queen Creek, Arizona. This is right out here in my neck of the woods. Todd shared this video with me a few days back. He couldn't help but notice this blue light in the nighttime sky.
Look at that. That's pretty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's a pretty ass blue light. I don't know if that's a craft or that's like a celestial object.
Wasn't an airplane, wasn't a helicopter, didn't appear to be a drone. Typically, if you see drones, they're red and green, maybe a combination of both or one or the other if they're in the nighttime sky. This was blue, wasn't a balloon, wasn't making any noise, obviously wasn't blinking. There were two witnesses, and he just asked right there, what's that blue dot in the sky?
It looked like that hoe spinning.
And apparently it was just hanging around in the sky above Queen Creek. He said it wasn't acting like a plane or a helicopter or anything like that, and it's obviously not the right color. I mean, it was a light shade of blue. And right there you saw it just kind of phase in and out there a couple of times. Super mysterious indeed. And it coincides with something that I saw back in 2007. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. I wanted to share some more bizarre sky news with you guys. This video was sent in by Lori M. from 6/1 of 2025 out of Fort Worth, Texas.
God,
she looked up during the geomagnetic storm. Not that this has anything to do necessarily.
That motherfucker, damn, boy. I'm telling you, them clouds. Them bitches be in the clouds, nigga. That shit look like a...
with the geomagnetic storm, but she'd never seen a serpent-like cloud in the sky like this headed towards the sun. She found that very interesting. It is indeed very interesting. Once again, the video out of Fort Worth, Texas. Going from Texas up to British Columbia, Canada. Lisa, check this out. Comox, British Columbia, 528. Look like a gigantic cinnamon roll up in the sky.
Bro, how do niggas get pictures like these? I be wanting to see shit like this.
Make that make sense. Incredible. Here I just inverted the light trying to pull forward any possible features. I do that all the time. And there wasn't anything else to pull forward. What you see is what you get. A gigantic thick swirl in the sky above British Columbia. Going from Canada over to Sweden. Check out this sky. The viewer.
Look at that shit, gang. I ain't gonna lie. These clouds not normal, fool. These clouds not normal. These niggas just be catching the strength. Look at this shit. I ain't gonna lie, them look like crafts, gang. A swarm of crafts that's posing as clouds. Now there's one more thing I want to pull up to before I get up out of here. My right ear is ringing like a motherfucker. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Now this happened a year ago. I remember this shit right here, right? I had to find that shit real quick.
Systems. But the thing is, this is also appearing on satellites as well. This massive anomaly is always appearing on or around Beauvais Island, always near the same exact spot. But it always starts.
This was last year. I remember this shit. This big ass
Starts on Beauvais Island, which is owned by Norway.
Look how big that shit got.
And it always ends up traveling to South Africa, on the coast of South Africa.
And look how big the waves is coming from that shit. All these little things you see, these are waves. These are waves. Whatever that was underwater was very fucking big.
Well then, what is so special on the coast of South Africa that keeps attracting this anomaly? Well, let's go to this article here, globalissues.org. Phosphate mining firm sets sights on southern Africa's sea floor. It has been realized that we are actually running out of phosphorus, which is a rare earth mineral, and it is actually needed to survive. It is primarily used in fertilizer, solar cells, and EV batteries. And if you want to look into it in a more conspiratorial light, it can be used for nefarious reasons as well. Phosphate can also be turned into phosphoric acid, which is used in everything from food and cosmetics to animal feed and electronics. So needless to say, this mineral is very vital for human life. But going back to this article on November 17th, 2016, it does state that a persistent fear of diminishing phosphorus reserves has pushed mining companies to search far and wide for new sources. Companies identified phosphate deposits on the ocean floor and are fighting for mineral rights around the world. Well, flash forward to 2024.
That sounds similar to the shit in North Carolina when they got hit with that big ass hurricane, and niggas they was trying to get them people off that land so they can do they can start their quartz mining operation, because they needed all that clear quartz that's out there in the Carolinas and shit. It's so much clear quartz in the mountains out there, bro. It's crazy. And they wanted to do their mining operations because AI is speeding up, so they need a lot more quartz. A lot of this shit that they're making, AI, all this technology, they need a lot more minerals, and they're draining the earth faster and faster by doing that shit. They're draining it faster than they can reproduce this shit, basically, nigga. And, you know, there's certain places of land that they haven't touched yet that got rare minerals and shit that people live on, you feel me? So they cause these certain events and shit. Like Hawaii, Maui, you know, the Carolina incident, Florida. You know, I'm just saying. Remember all this shit, the California wildfires. Yeah, like certain shit they just, you feel me, that just be happening, and all of a sudden the government come claim that land and then start, you know, operations on that land. So yeah, you know. This happened last year these big ass waves came, whatever that was underwater, it came from Antarctica going towards Antarctica. I mean, not Antarctica. It came from Antarctica going to Africa, passing Africa. And then there's one more thing I want to find real quick before. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think they even got it on YouTube, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out. Actually gotta find an article of it. Here we go. I gotta find an article of it. So here we go right here, right? Here we go. So a 650-foot mega tsunami. This happened in 2023. So this was 2 years ago, actually. A 650-foot mega tsunami occurred in Greenland's Dixon Ford in September 2023, triggered by a massive landslide. This event caused a climate change accelerated collapse of a mountain slope, generated seismic waves that were detected worldwide for 9 days. This tsunami's oscillations within the Ford created a unique, long-lasting seismic signal. And this was from a mountain, like basically an entire mountain just fucking collapsed into the ocean, bro, or into the what is this right here, Dixon Ford? Yeah, it just basically collapsed, bro, and it caused a major ass tsunami, and we was able to feel those seismic waves for 9 days across the whole earth. So this is that's some megalithic activity right there. So just imagine, like, for example, if the San Andreas fault line was to snap right now, it would literally change the life of the United States. You feel me? So a lot of megalithic shit is about to start. Let me just say, catastrophic events are about to start happening with the earth, bro, and about to start taking the place, because the earth is about to start changing and reforming itself. You know, a part of this reset that we're in. You feel me? This reset that we're in. You gotta remember, every reset that has happened has never made human extinct. You know, humans never went extinct from these resets. It just took out a lot of humans, and those that were left were the ones that reset the new world. You feel me? And whatever kind of people those were, we already know the niggas from the last one was evil as fuck. You feel me? Because look at the world today. So you know, this new reset is going to be different, and we know that the world is going to be much different than what it is today going into the future ages. So I mean, this shit ain't even talked about like that. This is some shit that should have been on the news right here. You feel me? This is some shit that should have been on the news. This video explains why the mega tsunami in Greenland shook the earth for 9 days. Let's watch this real quick. Oh shit.
When we run this, we'll start to see this wave.
This animation shows the signal that baffled scientists for 9 days in September of last year. The dots are seismic monitors around the world picking up vibrations from something happening in Greenland. At the same time that scientists were puzzling over that, a team working in Greenland received a report of a large tsunami in the east of the country. These photographs show what caused it, a huge landslide into this fjord. Look at the mountaintop in this image taken before the event. And look at it afterwards. The top of the mountain is gone, collapsed into the fjord, taking parts of the glacier with it. The scientists analysed the depth and shape of this narrow 200-kilometre-long fjord, and that revealed why the tsunami the landslide caused reverberated around the world for so long. The wave was essentially trapped.
The energy of that wave just can't escape. So that wave has to just keep bouncing back and forth, sloshing back and forth in the fjord. It just can't go anywhere. Never before has such a long duration sort of large-scale movement of water, over 9 days in this case, been observed.
Remote as it is, this is a location that cruise ships do visit. Fortunately, no vessels were in the area when the landslide happened. But scientists say the...
Damn, cruise ships go through there, nigga? That is crazy, nigga. That is crazy. If a cruise ship would have seen that shit, they would have been cooked. Yeah, somebody, how did this nigga predict USA versus Iran? Like, how the fuck? This is how World War III starts, the infographic show. This is a month ago, before Israel started attacking Iran and shit. This is crazy. I want to see if they talk about Israel in this bitch. Hold on. Hey, y'all know me. I be curious on shit when I see certain shit, bro.
Iranian missiles rain down on the U.S. base. With terrifying precision, a new generation of maneuverable warheads slips past American Patriot interceptors. In just 20 minutes, the devastation...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I did just say we do to see some shit like that. An airstrike. America has never got hit by air. America has never been touched yet, bro. We bound to get touched by somebody at some point, bro. With raining missiles, nigga. Raining missiles. And it's gonna be it's gonna be sad, bro.
...is staggering. Over $500 million worth of F-35s and advanced U.S. combat jets are reduced to smoking wreckage. And if you think the scenario is purely fictional, then you don't know how close to full-blown war we currently are. For 2 months, the U.S. has been strengthening its forces in the Middle East. At Diego Garcia, deep in the Indian Ocean, sit 6 B-2 Spirit bombers, America's most...
These motherfuckers are fast, bro. Y'all wonder, and y'all think that these niggas ain't got their own type of UFOs or some shit, nigga? I do believe the government got some they own type of shits, but they not to the level that we think they are. Like some of these shits that we see that's coming from outer space and out the ocean and shit. But look at that motherfucker, bro. The B-2 Spirit bombers, bro. I seen one of these in real life, boy. Them bitches is big, nigga.
Cutting-edge operational aircraft, and the only one slated to carry the GBU-57 bomb. These aircraft and the 2 GBU-57s that each one carries are a critical threat to Iran.
Like, you see how they're ready to use this? This is what I mean. Like, they're gonna let that terrorist attack happen so they can do some devastating shit. Like, you just don't know, nigga. if once that shit happens, nigga, when they drop these bitches on Iran, bro, oh my God, nigga.
Because of their ability to evade air defenses and destroy deeply buried underground military structures. But the US also has sent dozens of F-35s and other combat aircraft, including F-15s, F-16s, and A-10s to the region. This is not a part of our fictional scenario. GPS spoofing acts as an electromagnetic shield around the bases, just in case the US had caught wind of the attack and was launching a preemptive attack. But no such American attack is incoming. Refugee crisis is enough to deter those nations from greenlighting a US attack on it.
I was hoping I would see Israel in here, like, being the reason or some shit. But this is still close enough, though. Like, nigga, we might see this shit real soon. But other than that, though, man, I appreciate everybody, man. I value y'all. Y'all stay in tune, man. Y'all stay aware. Y'all stay hydrated because it's hot. Excuse me. And, shit. Nigga, it's getting real out here, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like, we're being, like I said, this is all a major push for humans to live off the land again. Not everybody gonna be able to do that, you feel me? But, it's gonna be a good amount of us that will know how to do that, bro. We being forced to live off the land again. We're gonna be, technology ain't gonna be around no more. We're going to have to learn how to farm, all that shit again. We're going to have to learn how to rebuild technology and all that shit over again. Now, is it going to be hard as it was during the times when niggas, back in the 1800s and shit, and would still discover shit? No, because we already got this knowledge well equipped in our, brains now. So, the process will be much quicker than it was back then, but it's still going to be a long process to recover from events like a solar event, war, and, biochemical warfare with these vaccines and shit. You got all these foreigners coming over here like Dr. Fauci and shit that's recommending shit and killing off our people to the Americans. Like, it don't matter what color you is. You are at war with your own government. Your government has been infiltrated since 2008, nigga. Ever since 2000, really, it's been infiltrated since 2000. But if we being honest, since 2008, your government has been extremely infiltrated by forces that are not, with America, rocking with America, nigga. So, don't be surprised when you start seeing all this crazy shit happen in America. And, we've been over here living in La La Land for so long, thinking that nothing can happen to us when some shit can happen to us. I appreciate y'all, man. I value y'all. One love, make universal love, y'all. Always do your own research, man. Don't just be taking what nobody say out. What nobody say out here and running with it. Do your own research. Tap into your own sauce. Tap into your own power and abilities and the gifts of your mind, man. I love y'all, man. For real. Stay in tune. I'll be back with another one, like always, man. I'm out.